Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here aboard the Scenic Eclipse just off the coast of Antarctica, and we're actually in the last couple of days of an Antarctica cruise, a fabulous cruise on the Scenic Eclipse, which is an expedition luxury ship. And I'm here with Daniel Waddell, who is the hotel director, and we wanted to get a little idea about this vessel and what it offers. It's incredible comforts, incredible food. You really can, it's not like the Shackleton days of old. It really is to explore Antarctica today. It's a different way to do it, and we're going to talk about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Well, Daniel, first of all, thank you. You've been a great host here. I feel like I can't leave now. We're getting a routine now, right?
Yeah, it's been a fantastic voyage, I think.
Yeah, it's been amazing, and we've had some incredible experiences, and both on the ship and off the ship. Now, we're now heading back on the infamous Drake Passage, but we got some good news today that it might be not as bad as it is, maybe a little bit bad some days, but this time it looks good.
Well, either way, the Eclipse handles so perfectly all the time, so It's going to be hopefully nice and smooth on the way back to Ushuaia.
We're looking forward to that, but meanwhile, you're keeping us well-fed, entertained, and also keeping us in comfort and style. Let's talk about how many guests can be on this ship. I mean, I know there are limits because of Antarctica, right?
That's correct. Well, in discovery mode, we have 200 guests that we take on when we bring the ship down to Antarctica. In soft discovery mode or soft cruising mode, we can bring on 230 guests.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, and I think we had about 99 on this cruise?
Just over 100. Just over 100,
okay,
yes.
So it felt, believe it, you don't feel it. This is an incredible ship, so much space and so many elegant spaces. Let's talk first of all about the accommodations, because I have a wonderful veranda deluxe suite that is so comfortable, I got to tell you.
Well, thank you very much. We have a few different categories on board the ship. The deluxe veranda is one of them, of course, and you have a nice big balcony that you can enjoy, which is great if you're down in Antarctica and you can see whales or
just pop out your balcony and you see there's a whale.
That's right. They just pop out and you can get your cameras out. Of course, many of our guests like to spend time outside.
No, that's great. And so they're kind of, I know one of my colleagues is in the spa suite, which is interesting. Yeah. And then you have a couple of really big suites up top, right?
We have, three categories of top premium suites. We have the owner suite, which is up on deck 9. It's well over 100 square meters, very luxurious, well appointed, with jacuzzi as well. And then we also have the panoramic suite on deck 8. We have 2 side by side. And then we have the grand panoramic suite on deck 6. I personally like the Grand Panoramic Suite down in Antarctica because you have a lot more interior space. There is certainly a nice balcony that you can go outside, but of course when it's cold, most people prefer to be inside the ship. Yeah.
I know. But then when they tell you, go outside to see the whales, you're right there. Right?
That's right. It's right. It's at your fingertips. You just open the door and away you go.
Well, the accommodations are really superb. The beds are really comfortable. You got big screen TVs. You got everything you're going to need inside. Robes, fabulous bathrooms. I was very impressed. And rain showers, everything.
Rain showers. We have spa amenities that are connected to the suite or the spa concept that we have on board. We have guest-see products and dispensers. All of the amenities are really ultra luxury, top class.
And I was at the christening of this ship in 2019, and I got a quick look, but to really experience it for the time we've had here has been it's been revealing. I thought it looked great when I saw it back in 2019, but have confirmed it really is a beautiful ship.
Is the color therapy working for you in the evening when you have the nice lamps that are going red along the bed?
I use it a little bit there. Yeah, I'm actually just trying to read. By the time I get to bed, I'm just ready to drop because we've been, going. I work a lot of part of the night, and then during the day we're doing all these incredible excursions and expeditions. Yeah. Let's talk about another big thing about this ship, because this is very interesting for this size ship. Yeah. Is your culinary, your dining. How many different restaurants do you have?
Well, we have a great selection of restaurants. We have Lumiere, which is our French gastronomy, up on deck 5.
I think I'm there tonight.
Yeah, you're going to be there tonight. We have Azure Cafe. We also have Elements, which is an Italian steakhouse. We have Coco's. And the great thing about Coco's is you have 3 concepts that are actually inside of Coco's. So you have the sushi bar, we have a fusion concept, and then we have a night market. And then we have one more exclusive gastronomy experience that we have. We're quite tight-lipped about that one here. It's an invitation-only experience, and it's called the Chef Table.
I was lucky enough to do it, and except you hit me right at the day after I did the night market, which itself is a 10-course experience, but the Chef's Table is another story, and the chef is wonderful. He does a great, incredible presentations. It was really awesome.
Absolutely. The concepts between night market and chef table are a little bit different. I think night market's more of a journey in flavors, and the chef table we're bringing a little bit more haute gastronomy there. There's a little bit more theatrics involved, but it's certainly a mind-blowing experience. I believe you would have found.
And the thing is, the night market, you actually have two different night marks. I'm going to a second one, I think, tomorrow night, which is I did sort of an Indian concept, and the next one, I think, is more Middle Eastern. So you actually do change it up during the course of the cruise, right?
We do. Over an 11-day voyage, we actually have 3 different menus that we're doing, and we also do the same menu cycles in all of our venues. So we're always changing the menus, so there's always something new for the guests to experience. And if you think about the natural flow of the cycle of the restaurants, if you're going to Elements one night, Cocos and then Lumiere the following, by the time you get back through your 3 days, you have a brand new menu that's waiting for you in Elements and Cocos, and then obviously logically back into Lumiere again.
I think I'm going to have to do another cruise, though, because I'm really not getting that concept in. Maybe another 10 days and figure it out, right?
Sounds good. We'll put you to work. We have the cooking school, Epicure.
Well, that's the other thing. You have this Epicure where we did some wine tastings, and we did a little culinary class where it was more demonstration, but it was we learned how to make a nice sort of Thai salad, and that was great. Yeah. So there are things to do on board, and then you also have 2 cruise directors, assistant cruise director, who also double as entertainers, right?
That's correct. We have on board right now, we have Sarah Baumer, who's doing singing, cruise director, and we also have Beth Wilson-Knight, who's her assistant, and they do a lot of great entertainment. You know, we're really bringing the elements forward from Antarctica, so we have a team, of course, the Discovery team, who's translating those experiences into the raw form. But, the elements that Sarah and Beth are bringing on board is just to, it's like the cherry on top of the cake. It's just to give a little bit more roundness to the experience that we have and a better offering for the guests. And
they have incredible voices. It's totally unexpected on this side ship to have 2, not 1, but 2 singers.
That's right.
And doing nightly shows, which is, almost every night. I mean, there's maybe one night we skipped where they didn't have a show. Sometimes they do it together. Sometimes they do solo shows. Sometimes they do lounge acts last night, and they really are really a great addition in the evening, even though, on this ship right now, we only have half a complement, as a little over 100 guests.
That's right.
So we actually had a good complement last night in the lounge, though, for them. It was good.
We certainly do, and we have this great whiskey bar that has over 130 whiskeys on offer. So you have 2 attractions. You have the performance in the evening, or you have a nice selection of whiskeys that you can also take part of. So
yeah, and actually, we mentioned something here is that we are in this fabulous lounge. It's really huge, and it's not the only lounge. Then you have your theater.
That's right. So the theater is a great location. Of course, we have our recap and briefings. It's a beautiful space. Just the best technology in there to present all of the information for
some great comfy chairs. I'm going to fall asleep in one.
Very comfortable chairs. They recline. They're all they're really just the best that you can get. Yeah.
And that's where you get your briefings, but it's also where Sarah and Beth entertain in the evening, and then you come out here in the bar. You got this brilliantly a whiskey tower, I guess it would say, and then and that was a part of the trivia the other day. How many whiskeys do you have? I did not know, but now you've just reminded me. 130. There you go.
130, and we're adding to it continuously. Glenn Maroney, of course, our owner, he's a big fan of whiskeys. Every time he's coming by, which is quite often, he always introduces us to 2 or 3 more unique finds that he's collecting along his trips. So it's quite nice to continually to evolve.
Another reason to come back on the ship to just get through those 130. Did I tell you that?
Well, if we say if you have a plan for 11-day voyage, you could do 10 per day. I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we're not going to make all the excursions, but that's
well, one before you wake, one before breakfast, one after the excursion, one when you come back. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So you mentioned something. Breakfast. You have another restaurant that's the Yacht Club, I guess, in the back, which it's doubles for really great. You got kind of a served buffet style for breakfast, and also a la carte for breakfast and lunch, right?
Yacht Club is a great. I would say, an al fresco style restaurant. We have a buffet there. We have done some recent enhancements. It's just a lovely open air, floor to ceiling windows where everyone can have a nice view of the back. It's just below the heli deck, so there's a lot of action that you can also see. You can go up back. You can see the nice view of the Antarctica scenery. So it's a great location and also a great menu there.
It does a great menu. You mentioned the helipad. Now, what this ship has is a couple of toys. It has 2 working, beautiful helicopters suitable for 6 people, including the pilot, and you have a submarine also suitable for 6 people with the pilot too.
That's correct. We have Scenic Neptune, which is a fantastic experience that we have here on board, and of course the helicopter program, which is just phenomenal, highly popular.
I've done both. I've done, and it's amazing. They take you up. I mean, some days, the Antarctic weather doesn't quite cooperate, but they managed to get us all, and to the point where we said, anybody want to go again?
Well, we try to do it as much as possible. Of course, the weather depends on how successful we are, but quite often we have good luck with that, and we're often able to do multiple trips for the guests.
And I wish there is a fee. It's not inexpensive, but it's reasonable, and people went. Everybody wanted to do both the submarine and which, how many times? I think you're the only one left in the market that has helicopter and a submarine right now.
That's correct. I could say that the helicopter is so popular that many guests do it 2, 3, even had one voyage, the first trip we came down, where we had a guest 4 trips on the helicopter. 4 trips.
Wow, that's amazing. So after you've got done with your helicopter and your submarine, and you've done all these incredible expeditions, because we have 2 a day, it's amazing. They get you off on the island. We just got back from a most amazing expedition. In our last day, which I've never seen so many penguins. I've never seen so many seals. And then we went to another location where we saw elephant seals, and that's the kind of a typical day. I mean, we were down in the snow. It's just every day is full. You need to relax sometimes. And one thing you do have in this ship is a nice spa, right?
We have a phenomenal spa. It's 550 square meters. So you can imagine the space that we have in terms of the layout there. You can have all different types of treatments. Our partner is Espa, so it's really an exclusive brand. And again, as I was mentioning, this is a concept that we've brought forward also into the suites to tie them together. We have nail technicians on board. We have multiple massage therapists. We have yoga trainers. So there's all kinds of opportunities and I would say options and choices for the guests.
And you do have a nice fitness center and actually a personal trainer too, if you want.
Personal trainer, and we have a yoga room with crystal walls that is just a great place to go and have some peace, tranquility, and also to relax while you have a perfect view of the outside. You can look outside and have a full view of Antarctica while you're doing your trainings as well.
Anything we've forgotten here?
Oh, I think we need to talk about the warmth and the hospitality. We also have
the service is amazing.
The service. Thank you for mentioning that. For us, we really want to bring forward a warm and genuine hospitality, and I think we're doing a great job with that. The Scenic Eclipse should really be like an extension of you, and we want to make sure that all of our guests are feeling good and comfortable here, and of course to enjoy the beautiful lounge area and all the different venues that we have. And don't forget, we have Deck 5 forward. You have the observation lounge, which is a great library, the nice place to relax, and that acts as the forward part of the ship, of the Eclipse, where you can go outside and do all of your bird watching, nature watching as well. For probably a very small amount of time that you're actually on board and not outside, kept very busy with the Discovery team.
Well, I have to tell you, your entire crew, everyone seems to know your name very quickly. It's really impressive how well, from the waiters, from the room attendants, everyone, and they're very friendly, always very familiar. So you've done a great job in terms of getting these guys really. You feel like part of a community. It really is great.
Well, I know the butlers have been a little bit busy with you, James, but I won't tell anybody that.
I'm very demanding with my butler, like that. He actually had already made a reservation for every single restaurant before I got on. I said, "Oh, you didn't want to ask me first?" No, he said no. I had to make it first. But Daniel, listen, thank you so much. It's been wonderful. I hear a few whiskeys calling over there on the other side of the room.
It's more than one or two. You can help yourself. More than welcome.
Again, great to cruise with you, and congratulations on this fabulous ship. I saw it back in 2019, but to really experience it here in Antarctica, of all places, and I know you go to a lot of different places. I know you're going to be heading out of here in a couple cruises, and then you're all the way up and going back to Europe and all over the place. So good luck, and looking forward to cruising with you again.
Great, and we look forward to welcoming you back aboard.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.